Alright. Sorry, again, we didn't go too far. Well, as you see, I'm already prepared. I've looked for depth under keel, but then again, what you do is again read forwards, depth under keel. If you forgot already, you press depth under keel. Depth is 326 meters. That's very good for a dive. We'll never hit the bottom. So that's unsafe if we go down with a high chance of hitting the ground. But because of, for example, depth charge or something, but we're alright. So the next thing, what we'll do is gonna be first a crash dive, then blow ballast for a quick check, and then go to around 150 feet or feet, sorry, meters, and we'll check what this baby can do. So let's check it out. First of all, what we do is go to emergency maneuvers or emergency orders. Sorry. We go to crash dive and we click that. And our commander is going to order, yeah, alarm. That's again from the film. That's boot, or the boat. As you see, we went down really quickly compared to other times. That's actually because what they would do would be everybody would run here to turn quickly. To go down quickly. And if you think we go down because of the engines or because of the ballast changing, it's not really working that way. How it works is this: you see that they're called planes, dive planes exactly, and you see this is turn. This controls the dive. It's basically like elevators on a plane. You know, on the wings, not on the wings, sorry, on the tail. It's working the exact same way. I'll show you something quickly, how they are controlled actually. Sorry. Yeah, well, these people actually control it. They have like buttons here and turning, I don't know. I don't actually know how it works exactly, but here are like, there's one, and this is then our oh yeah, the plane position. So you see aft and fore dive planes. This is how they know what position they are. This guy would and there would be two guys here, one saying what they should do and another one control. This one would probably shout at them what to do with or give orders what to do with the planes. And that's how it works. I think from what I've seen, I think those ones are actually to blow ballast. I'm not actually sure how they work or what they do exactly. I'm not. I don't have that knowledge, but you probably now know what this is for and how it looks like on interface. So F12, and I can't even find my ship. So, okay, it should be here. Okay, you see, it's hard to see it. It would be impossible for a ship to actually spot us down here, because nobody would look underwater and nobody would really be able to see us. Well, we're at flying speed because we have to do that. As you see, it depends how fast we dive on how fast our engines work. So at the moment we're on electrical engines, that's why we're a lot slower. Our electric engines are a lot less effective, are a lot less powerful, let's say, and the batteries are fairly short-lived, so we can travel around 100 nautical miles underwater, but that's it. That's around 200 kilometers or so. So that's how it works. Now, what we do now is gonna be basically another emergency maneuver. I told you, blow ballast. So what happens now? Sorry, it will be very loud. Yeah, blowing ballast. I quickly show you. I don't know if you can see it. No, I can't. But yeah, this ship is going. It's now. You see, it's rising a lot. The dive planes are going that way and that way for turning, or going up. So they're turning two opposite ways, but it kind of makes sense, to be honest. It's like on a plane, exactly like on a plane, only working in war, basically. Remember what I told you about hydrophone, which is basically microphone in war? If I recall correctly, which I probably don't, this is a part of it, so yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not an expert. If I said something stupid, then correct me, but I think that is it. I hope I didn't make an arse of myself, but I probably did. Yeah, and I think it, while we're over the war, as you see, around here, if we had that, if I told you about that in our hydrophone, about the one that is external, it would be around, fitted around here, somewhere on the front, and yeah, it would spin around all the time, a bit like you see on nowadays ships. So now, what I forgot to tell you, when I told you we have ship spotted, or ship kind of shown on the line, it was actually a hydrophone signal. So what I can tell you now, hydrophone works a lot better than seeing things, because we can find things a lot further down, but it only works on the water. So so you have to be on the water to see to use it, and the only one that ship that was meant to do that all the time was the Type 21, and we're in Type 7, so we're useless in that sense, unless we go dive every 5 minutes, but that's useless again. And now, as you've seen, the dive and the blow ballast work very fast. We went from 60 meters to zero in no time. We will be probably compressing air again, because we need to get the compressed air back, as it was used while we were blowing our ballast, or at least some of it was used. So there you go. This is our ship. This is actually our deck gun, if you haven't realized by now. It's pretty damn big, to be honest. It can sink a ship in about 10 shots if aimed well. A big one, actually. If you aim good, 5 shots should do. If you aim really well at a tanker, for example, full of fuel, yeah, he's down. Alright, so yeah, as I think I told you about this, you always have to do this. Every time you go down, you have to do this, because otherwise it's just hard-coded. No mod, I think, could do it, except maybe there was one, but I can't really tell. So what we will do now, as last thing before we go away, let's go down to around 160 meters, a bit like they did in Das Boot, if you know what I mean. Only we're not gonna go that deep. 160 meters should be it. And you'll see now how slow it is to actually dive, if not for crash dive. So that actually is very slow. It's not a crash dive, because look, we're not even dipping our front yet. We're slowly moving. Look, the planes are only began to move. or only got to the position. And it takes a while. It takes around 25 seconds to dive, basically, slowly. But, well, we don't use as much fuel in that way, or electrical power. That's how it works, basically. Crash dive is really for emergency only. We do this every time. So, yeah. You can hear the actual engines starting on, the electric engines. They're actually very loud. You would think electric engines would be loud, but they are actually loud. Listen, there's a bit of that noise of propeller. Oh, sorry, it's called propeller. Finally found it. But you can hear a bit of a buzz right there. So I'm gonna turn onto flank speed, and I'll let you listen.
Derzeitige Tiefe 3,0. Große Fahrt voraus. Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus.
I hope you heard that. There's a bit of a tiny buzz around,
Derzeitige Tiefe 4,0.
and of course that sound. It's all of the engines.
Derzeitige Tiefe.
There's only a tiny bit of this. But we're at 50 meters. As you see, the crew would be a bit scared what's going on. They all know, but it was still scary in any situation. Yeah, what's going on? So everybody is in. You can hear the soul, just our boat.
Derzeitige Tiefe 7,0.
So we're just somewhere there in the dark, but to find a ship in the dark is not that easy, actually, to be honest. I won't be able to tell you now. So we're at 70 meters, 80 meters. Well, let's look at this. We're heading to 90 meters. Actually, I'll put full speed, so we're gonna get through it quicker. Yeah, it's scary, that's for sure. It's only seeing that boot and seeing bolts popping out. That would never happen in a real boat. If that happened, it would be screwed, and may not that screwed yet, but you would really want to go surface. Captain would already say go up. We're in the unsafe zone now. It's not these. I mean, this boat was technically meant to go to 90 meters. That's quite a bit to go. But some actual captains said that they actually went off scale and went to around 280 or 300 meters, which is unbelievable for this design at this time, especially the American ship or boats went to, like, our depth at the moment would be too scary for them to go just for a test. So that's this, and now let's just, so we have went to this depth and surface. Press S for a surface. I guess there is a bit of a blowing ballast anyway, just a tiny bit, but not everything. When you press blow ballast, it's every single thing. Yeah, we're closing to critical depth, sir. Yeah, because, you know, 180 is like 150 is already kind of drag. It actually tells you that 150 is the crush depth for this ship in the menu, but you know, people went further, so It was only for a test. I hope you didn't get scared, but that's how it works. That's how it worked in real life, that's how it worked here. And we're going up slowly but surely. So, let's go. Okay, so we're... Okay, that's actually a bit of a cheat, but... Oh, I hear it. Oh, and I see it. It's actually a beautiful ship. There's only one of them left from the war, even though the second one was really being wanted to camp, but unluckily it got scrapped in 1970s, even though they tried to, even though they actually tried to keep it for a museum, but they didn't agree. That was in Spain, by the way. But this at the moment. But like there's one in Germany, North Germany, that didn't get scuttled because actually I think they surrendered and like the ship got taken over by Norwegians or so, and it was used in Norway for a while. And then it was made an exhibit basically on a. It's pretty much a museum on a beach. I think. That is, but that's how it works. You know. I would love if there was more of them, but unluckily, no. Okay, there we go. There we're going. That's actually looking beautiful when it's coming up. It looks really aggressive when you think about it. In that boot they made it look like a shark, because it actually looks like a shark a bit, to be honest. I guess that was because to get a, you know, people thinking that it's actually a shark and not a boat, but it's a bit too big for a shark. Alright, so that's that. Thank you for watching and see you in the next part. Hope you enjoyed, and